They say Paro dreamt about cows, Yosef dreamt about stars. Okay, we're still talking about Pesach. The festival of Pesach, or in English, Passover. What does the word Pesach mean? Passover. What a dumb name. That's what you call the festival that made us into the Jewish people. Passover. So why is it called Passover? Because at the plague of the killing of the firstborn, it says Hashem passed over the Jewish homes. He differentiated between us and the Egyptians. You know, at the time of the splitting of the sea, the angels protested. They said, why are you saving these and killing those? They're all idolaters. Halalu ovdei avodah zarah, halalu ovdei avodah zarah. They're both idolaters. Which means that the Jews in Egypt ended up worshipping the Egyptian pagan gods. You know, they picked up so much of Egyptian culture. Well, God apparently disagreed with them. Why did he disagree? Well, I guess you could say because he promised Abraham that he would save us. No, it's a lot deeper. Hashem saw something the angels couldn't. Lesson. To the angels, saving the Jews was arbitrary. On the house. As far as they're concerned, it was meaningless. He just passed over the Jewish homes. Hashem obviously knew the difference. But the difference was so subtle that the angels missed it. Because we did pick up the Egyptian culture. Hashem knew the heart of the Jew. So we give it this dumb name, Passover. as if to say that what Hashem did in the eyes of the angels, which means in the eyes of any observer, it would seem totally arbitrary. He just passed over. So why did he do it? It really is meaningless. Because Hashem saw something the angels didn't see. What was that? The Jew had gone through the experience of enslavement. And although we were still heavily invested in the Egyptian culture, that was all superficial. We said that the enslavement pulled us out of the world where we are satisfied by materialism. Although outwardly and culturally we were the same, internally we were different. But it was subtle. Because outwardly we were like the Egyptians. The verse in Shir HaShirim reads, Al tir'uni shanishkan chores. Don't look at me and say that I've been blackened. Shesafani Hashemesh. The sun did it. The sun changed my color. The festival of Pesach, where we were chosen, where we became the Jewish nation, our choosing, our becoming the chosen people, was done by Hashem in a way that He saw something that wasn't so visible. Something that was not obvious to anyone else. And that is that our idolatry and everything else we do wrong is superficial. It's not our essence. When Moses is at the burning bush which is before everything started. Right? There were no plagues yet. Hashem tells him, on your way out of Egypt, you are going to serve me at this mountain. It was at Mount Sinai, the burning bush. But he tells him there, go tell Pharaoh, my firstborn is Israel. If you don't let them go, I'm going to kill your firstborn.
Wasn't it also a measure for measure? Because Pharaoh killed it the first.
But he tells them before all of that. He tells Moshe Rabbeinu this before all of this. He says, you are my firstborn son. If Pharaoh doesn't let you go, I'm going to kill his firstborn. That's what you should tell him.
Yeah, but even when Moses was a baby, like why he was put in the river? Because they were killing all of the...
Yeah, but Hashem said at that point that the message of killing of the firstborn, the message is, because my firstborn is Israel.
So it had nothing to do with the Midah Nagid Midah?
It did that too. But Hashem tells him from the onset, this is what you should tell Pharaoh. Which means that the last plague, which is the finale, is the one that carries the real message. The message is B'ni B'chori Yisrael. Again, the angels couldn't figure it out. We were idolaters, like the Egyptians. Hashem knew the difference between their idolatry and our idolatry. Our idolatry was superficial, it was cultural. Their idolatry is what they believed.
How come? Because when we did idolatry with golden calf, Hashem was pretty quick to change his mind.
Well, that was after the Ten Commandments. This is before the Ten Commandments. We didn't have any commandments there. What the name Pesach denotes is that in being chosen, in becoming a nation, becoming that special nation on Pesach, only Hashem could tell why. We're his firstborn. Whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not, it's deeply ingrained in us. The angels couldn't see it, he did. Yes, Passover is the right name. He had to pass over our homes. Because if we just leave it to the rules, we'd be gone. And that's why it says, we say this in the Haggadah, Hashem did it himself, not by way of angels. Because only he could tell the difference. We are God's firstborn, whether we like it or not. Firstborn doesn't mean we were born first. It's a way of expressing our special relationship with Him. When we celebrate the birth of the Jewish nation, we are indebted to Hashem, who saw in the Jew what even the angels couldn't. By the way, it is an important lesson in how you view your fellow Jew. You may be an idolater. Yeah. Yeah, that is the profundity of the dumb name. He and he alone could skip over the Jewish homes. It was seemingly arbitrary, but it wasn't. So it's a celebration of the birth of the Jewish nation, but in a way that God alone understood who we were. It's very interesting. In the Gemara Pesachim, the Gemara ends. It's just so out of place. The finale, the siyum of Masechta Pesachim, is what a pidyon haben has to look like, the redemption of the firstborn. What on earth is that doing me?
What does Pesach normally teach about?
All about Pesach.
That makes sense.
A whole Masechta about Pesach from beginning to end, except for the finale. And what's the finale? Pidyon haben. This is summing up. What's Pesach all about? Hashem sees us as His firstborn. We're different, we're special. So we are, of course, grateful to Hashem for being able to see that. And at the same time, we've got to see to it that we notice it too. In ourselves and in one another. So that's the profundity of this dumb name, Passover.
Are we going to go over like the Pesach, like the name Pesach?
That's what I'm saying.
No, like we have like the Passover. Like does Pesach doesn't literally?
Yeah,
It literally means skip.
Oh really?
It means skip.
Oh wow, okay. I thought it was like maybe.
Because Mon Pesach.
Okay, that's cool. I was thinking it was based off the carbon Pesach. And that was
The Korban Pesach is called the Korban Pesach because it's about Pesach, about the skipping.
That makes a lot of sense.
The literal translation of Pesach is skip. Imagine that Passover is bad enough. Skip. Happy skip.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Thank you.